joined by, two-time Super Bowl champion. Like 7 hours after destroying the souls of everyone in New Orleans, all Saints fans everywhere. Justin Reid, welcome to the show, repping the Royals.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a big day for Kansas City. Wins all around. Royals got the win. We got the win. We're just going to keep this train moving.
I heard you are a good luck charm for MLB teams. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. When I was in Houston, Astros won the World Series.
Oh. Oh, no.
Here in Kansas City.
Oh. Oh, I think we lost Justin. We'll try to get him back on. That was me completely Hamilton BSing and thinking I know anything about what's going on in baseball. I couldn't even tell you that they're playing the Yankees. Couldn't even tell you that that's a thing. We're going to try to get him back on. But while we're trying to figure out what's going on with our guy, Justin Reid, we do have Jalen Naylor on the show. We're going to get to Devontae Adams. We're going to give out some attaboys. But I also love you so much that I want you to win your fantasy teams. By the way, before we even get into this, is Hamilton available? I keep getting pinged on selling high on Breece Hall. And I just want to, as a PSA to the world, say, go get him right now.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? You told me to draft Breece Hall. You go, and I used to do this on Good Morning Football all the time. You go to that loser, that absolute loser in your league who has Breece Hall and you don't, and you say, bro, their offensive line, it's trash. They're done. They got rid of Salah. They're meltdown mode. Aaron Rodgers is dying. Look at him on the sideline on all fours. Look at him. They suck. They're never going to get to that. You say, I'll take him off here. You go get Breece Hall. And Breece Hall will, in my opinion, win you a fantasy championship. It is crazy that people are trying to get rid of him week 5. I love this for people who don't have him.
It really is. It's going to happen. He's so talented. That offensive line's going to get better the more they play together. And as we talked about, this switch could be a spark, too. For this team. So, yeah, I haven't heard the bro voice in a while, though. Love hearing the return of that.
Bro. Don't worry. I'm not going to get into it. Who called me bro? I had a boy call me bro. It's a whole freaking thing. Okay, instead
it's
I'm
over?
I'm over. Okay, let's take a look at Pick Me Up, okay? These are waiver wire options. Justin Reid's trying to find a place that you can talk to us clearly. Week 6, waiver grabs. I told you Tank Bigsby was going to be great. Over 100 total yards, back-to-back games, averaging 10 yards per touch. Nobody wants to like the Jags. That's where there's value. Nobody's going to scoop him, and I think it only increases from here. Giants running back Tyrone Tracy. We haven't talked about the Giants on the show, MSG Network. I know you're watching. You're like, talk about our Giants. But this rookie had 130 total yards in his first career start. New York's most effective performance on the ground so far this year. Even if Motor is healthy, again this week against the Bengals, Tracy has to have earned some more looks after a game like that. And I don't know how long. This is like I don't have full faith in the run defense of the Bengals, even though they did their thing for 3 quarters. Okay, finally, Juju Smith-Schuster on the undefeated. We're going to just let the Chiefs be undefeated, people. This is crazy. Clear last night. This is the guy filling in for Rashee Rice. He's got the Mahomes underneath role on lock, catch and run option. Even with a bye this week, I would scoop him up. I also want to, give those Giants some thoughts, and we'll do that later on in the show. Tyrone Tracy, you are not the only time we're going to talk about the Giants, I promise you. But let's bring back in, hopefully, Justin Reid, who we can see and hear clearly. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hopefully we keep this thing online.
I get it if it can't happen. I mean, this is incredible that you are giving us some time. And you have a bye week this week. What's the plan?
We're going to get some sun in Cabo. Catch a few rays of sunshine, relax a little bit, and then get ready to keep on going.
I love that. I mean, keep on going. Is it hard to win these games, Justin? Is it like, are you just waltzing to a Super Bowl? Like, why are we even playing?
Absolutely not.
Why are we firing coaches?
Easy,
No, I don't believe you. Why are we firing coaches and working on big trades in the AFC? Like, why are we even doing any of it with you guys looking the way you look?
Well, everyone's trying to find a solution. You know, everyone's trying to find ways to get better, and we're trying to find ways to get better, too. And, you know, we said it earlier. I know you guys talked on the show earlier, too, talking about the biggest challenge for us is staying healthy. But our best combat to that is, like, the cure. I said the same thing.
Where are you?
Third time's a charm.
We can't give it up. We should have just said, go ahead, start your bye week early, head on to Cabo and have a margarita, but we just need to talk to you.
That's all right. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's make it happen.
Now we're seeing a little more of the house. We got the studio. We got things going on. Tell me this. What did you learn about your team last night in the win over the Saints?
You know what? Really, it was more of a confirmation of what we already believed about ourselves, and that's the confidence that, we put so much into getting the next man ready. Like, this is an ultimate team game. We had confidence that our offense would step up, and defensively, we had confidence that we'd go out and do what we did and be dominant against the run game and try and limit this offense as much as we could. So it's a good feeling to go out there and get a win. It's a good feeling that, like, this is the first game that it felt like a complete game, and there's still a lot of room to get better.
Mahomes last night said that the defense has been great for 2 years. It sort of stuck out to me because he said people are going to recognize at some point, but we'll keep winning until they do. It's, Mahomes clearly thinks that this defense is somehow still slept on. Spags gets his love, but do you think that this is a defense that flies under the radar somehow?
You know what? Somehow, yeah, we're never the talk of the town, but we always show up every Sunday. And, that's all right with us. We just show up, we do our job, we take care of business. And, it doesn't matter where the credit goes. Like, nobody cares where the credit goes. We just all want to win, and we're all willing to do whatever it takes to win.
My favorite play of yours did not show up on the stat sheet. I hope we can talk about it because we knew one of the big keys to the game would be getting rid of the big plays to Rashid Shaheed. Third down early in the game, masterclass. You were an absolute pest without interfering. Walk me through this.
Yeah, in a too-high system, seeing the deep ball coming. I actually couldn't find the ball, but when I got in the position, I was like, I'm going to turn my head back and look for the ball because if you don't look, it's automatic PI. So I'm going to look for the ball, and if he runs into me, then, if anything, it should be OPI.
Was that a Mutombo finger wag at the end?
Oh, yeah. He wanted the flag. I told him it wasn't going to happen. Like, nah, that's not a flag, bro. You could try again on the next one.
I feel like, Justin, when you guys blitz, it just hits different. Like Derek Carr, 4 for 13 for 18 yards and a pick when Spags brought the heat last night. For a lot of teams, sending guys, I hear this a lot from coaches and players, sending all the guys makes it harder in coverage. Why do you guys thrive at that?
Well, we're just up for the challenge. I don't know how many teams across the league press like we do. We press every down. Our corners press every single down of the game, so we never make it easy on those guys. We don't allow the easy catches, and we try and buy our defensive line in those pressures an extra couple of seconds to hit home. And, we believe in it, and it works. So as long as it keeps working, we're going to keep doing it. We're going to Spag special, we're going to heat them up.
It must be so nice to be you, Justin. Like, every question is like, you're not pressing. You can talk the talk because you guys walk the walk. Like, it just really must be nice to be you.
It's a great time to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. It's a great time. There's a couple of years here, 50 years, and we're finally on the other side of the rainbow, living in paradise. And we got to enjoy this moment and squeeze every drop out of it and make it happen.
Opposing teams 55.1 passer rating against you when they blitz. That's the third lowest in the entire league, which is amazing to see. So Patrick, by his own admission, he was saying, I have not had the start to the year that I wanted, even though you're undefeated. He's on fire last night. Everyone's sitting back like, oh my gosh, this guy's so freaking good. Did you know this was coming based off what you saw leading into this one?
It's inevitable. He's like Thanos. It's like, no matter what happens, it's going to happen eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And when, our offense's back was against the wall, losing so much of our firepower in Rasheed and Pacheco and some other guys, and Patrick knew he had to go out there and perform, and, he's making jump cuts. I didn't know he had that in his tool bag, having guys run into each other, making all the throws, extending plays. I think he hit a spin move in the pocket at one point and just threw it into the end zone. That would have been a sick play. But just a special game all around, and that's why he is who he is.
There's all these stories floating around about your boy Trav being 35. Does he have it anymore? And now he has 16 catches over the last 2 games. Tell me what flipped? What difference was made?
You know what? our offense had to adjust. I mean, everyone in the league knows what Travis is capable of. And it's just about adjusting and finding ways to navigate what they were doing against him, finding ways to beat the double teams, trying to take pressure off and give him the ball. And, you know, Travis making plays. He's helping everybody else even when he's not getting the ball. And then when he does get the ball, you know, he does things like throw it across the field. He actually does that in practice a lot, by the way. And, you know, it works out in practice and it's like, you know, it's fun, but he does it in games and it's just, it's incredible.
Do you think he plays better when Taylor is there?
Oh, absolutely. Who doesn't play better when they want to impress their girlfriend?
But, I mean, that's like a thing. People are literally saying, do you believe that? You buy that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Taylor, come to all the games. Taylor, keep coming. Keep coming, Taylor.
Taylor, please keep coming to the games. Bill Belichick sort of let out an ugh when she showed up on screen. Did you see that? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
He was on Manningcast, and like they showed Taylor celebrating, and he had a grunt. It might have been a grunt about something else because he is a Swiftie. I believe he was wearing a Swiftie.
Yeah, he had the T-shirt. I seen him in the picture with the Taylor Swift T-shirt on the other day. So I know he's a big time
with his
Swiftie.
girlfriend. Yeah, and there's that. Okay, let's now that now I don't know but we want Taylor at all of the games. I can ask you this now, Justin. Now that I can ask you anything, and we're such good friends. I can ask you this because you won the game. Your former teammate, okay? Colin, come on. We can give him love, right? This interception
absolutely.
return was crazy.
I think everyone in Kansas City, if anyone had to be a pick, I think everyone in Kansas City was happy that it was him. I mean, the guy is, they called him the minibus when he used to be a running back, and he can move. He can legit move. He got some return skills, and yeah. It's a great play.
Okay, in 6 career seasons, this is the first time he ever got the ball, and he just looks like Derrick Henry out there. Did you know he had this in him?
Yeah, we did, because he used to show us his highlight tape. When I first met him, I was like, yeah, I used to play running back. I was like, bro, no way. You did not play running back. And he showed me his highlights, and he was running over people, running through people, running over people. You got to find the tape. Hey, you're going to have to pull up the tape.
Hamilton, I need to see this tape. Everyone was so excited. It was so fun to watch. I could watch it like a million times. Did you talk to him after the game?
Yeah, I did.
What was that like?
And it was hard to get to him because everyone was trying to talk to him at the same time. But he's such an awesome guy, and we miss him here. But best of luck to him.
The worst thing for the NFL is that you guys have this bye. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Because you have
we get to get back healthy.
No, okay. Do you? No, I don't even think you have to get healthy. The reason is you guys have what should be a nightmare scenario for you. Not a nightmare, but something a little something we can all hang on to here. You have the rematch with the Niners after the bye. I hate this. I hate that this, come on. Andy Reid 28-3 in career games coming off a bye. That has been hit. That's like a tattoo that he wears around. What is the sauce, in your opinion, behind Andy Reid and this bye week thing?
Yeah, so Coach Reid, it's really it's a culture of the building. Like, his expectation is that he's going to give us his time off, but the expectation is you take care of yourself, you're only in the news for good things, and then when we show up, we're ready to work. Day one, we're not easing into it. We're hitting the gas, and we are rolling. And that's the mentality, and everyone buys into it, and it works.
When you see something like, obviously there's news this morning, Jets parting ways with a coach, anything going on around the league where there's like tumult or a losing record or whatever, what makes you the most grateful? Like where does your head go when you see stuff like that? Because where you are, one of the biggest things that you have is consistency.
Yeah, and that's the word right there, consistency. Because my first 4 years in the league, I didn't have consistency. When I was playing with Houston, I had 3 different head coaches. There's a new defensive scheme each year. There's so much turnover. By the time I was in my 3rd year, I was the longest tenured player besides Kaimi on the team. Like, the whole locker room turned over. So I have a different sense of gratitude for being in one spot, in one place, where it's the same thing, the same people year after year, and you're able to just keep building and building and building. And I think that's one of the things that's helped the defense so much, especially, is that we've had a lot of the same faces. But this team in general has helped that consistency with Coach Reid and Beach and his staff.
Really, really well said. And I just like that you guys don't take it for granted. Obviously, you have perspective from your past. Everybody sort of does. And like you said, Chiefs fans definitely have that, remembering when it wasn't so great and what it is now. Undefeated Chiefs. Congratulations on that. I do want to ask you, I asked this to Luke Kuechly, who's the scariest team in the NFL right now. He said the Ravens. Outside of your team, who do you think, as you know, it's Halloween, spooky season, who's a little scary right now? Who do you like?
Okay, that Minnesota Vikings defense is rolling right now. They're a fun team to go and watch, and they're on a bye week too, so we'll both be 5-0 once we come off of that. I know you're a Bengals fan, and I still think that the Bengals have something in their tank, and you know they just got to get a win this week and keep it rolling.
Why are you smiling about it? Are you enjoying my misery? Like what is that? What?
Hey,
You're
I just know,
laughing?
you know. Hey, I'm sorry, Kay. I know the Bengals and the Saints are both your team, but you know, business is business. I have to take care of business.
They're my team, you're my guy. Listen, I went to Mizzou. I lived in St. Louis. I dated a couple boys at Parkway Central High School, and we just looked up the highlights for your boy Colin. So let's take a look at these. This is Parkway Central, St. Chesterfield to be specific. Talk me through these. I've never seen
Roll
this.
them. Look at my guy. Just a tank, bro. Can you imagine a high school kid trying to tackle this guy? Look at him.
Let me see.
This guy is massive.
I'm
Just
dead.
running through
I'm
people.
dead. That's so good. It's amazing. And so I don't understand. Like
Great
he would walk up to you in the locker room and say, "Look at what I can do," or was he? I don't understand how this comes into play.
Every year at some point it comes up that you know he can play offense and that he runs the rock. And every year a new guy like myself is like, bro, you're so full of crap. You did not you're like 300 pounds. There's no way. And then he pulls up the highlights and it's like, yo, you got to see it to believe it.
He's not wrong.
My guy is an athlete.
This is amazing. That's so funny to know the background because you have all of these players who were like, oh my God, you've been talking about your skills for so long and here you go. That's so hilarious, Justin.
Yeah. It's amazing to see.
We love that. 6 years later, it all came to fruition, and you still got the win. Now, you are undefeated. So are the Vikings. We have another guest from the Vikings.